все. Короче говоря, заработок в интернете. Люди получают стабильный доход.
Matchup in the ring. Joe and Rollins here on Monday Night Raw. And Seth blocks it right to the midsection of Samoa Joe. Not quite sure if Seth Rollins wants to get into a brawl with Samoa Joe. That's the reason why.
Yes, indeed.
Joe bounced off the barricade.
Talking about heavy-handed, that's Samoa Joe right there. You're right. You don't want to get in a slugfest with this man.
Some of the fastest hands possessed by a heavyweight on earth, Book.
And feet.
You're absolutely right. Every one of Joe's appendages is a weapon. He's not afraid to use it.
Samoa Joe says when you step in the ring with him, it's inevitable that you're going to be ripped apart, destroyed, and punished.
I'll run you now.
6'2", 282. Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins will face first into the second turnbuckle. Just like that, Rollins turns the tables.
Kind of moves Joe's going to have to watch out for in this match.
Oh, and Seth Rollins taking out Samoa Joe, and I like the aggressiveness from Seth here tonight.
Oh, Rollins is well aware what he's going to need to bring to the table tonight. He's going to have to change up his game plan. Samoa Joe studies all of his opponents very carefully, including Rollins.
You're right, Cole. It's more of a controlled aggression tonight from Seth Rollins.
Both these men former NXT champions, but for the first time ever meet here one-on-one on Monday Night Raw as Rollins is whipped into the barricade. Samoa Joe just long enough to break the count and now realizes he has the momentum on his side.
This is where Joe excels, just torturing opponents, imposing his will.
And never any wasted motion with Joe. Every single thing he does designed to hurt, cause pain.
Exactly right. You normally look for a count out in that situation, but Joe said, I'm going to take the fight to Seth Rollins. Not only am I going to take the fight to him, I'm going to hurt him.
You know, Samoa Joe, Corey, took it personal that Seth Rollins took out Triple H and, well, Triple H's wife, Stephanie McMahon, at WrestleMania, vowed to make Seth Rollins pay.
Well, Samoa Joe's living up to his promise right now, because Rollins is in a bad, bad way.
Rollins' boot to the face stops Joe in his tracks. Sling blade from Seth Rollins. Now he's got Joe reeling. Cover. Too close to the rope. Samoa Joe forces the break up with a near pin here.
Great ring awareness by the veteran Joe.
Definitely.
Yeah, but Seth continues to lay him in. Just incredible offense so far for Seth Rollins. Oh, that elbow dropping Rollins.
All that momentum of Rollins ran right into a brick wall called Samoa Joe. Sharp, measured right hands to the bridge of Rollins' nose.
Corey, you've been in the ring with Samoa Joe. You know what this man is capable of.
He was actually here in England many years ago.
Why do you think?
I have never been kicked so hard in my entire life. Booker, you can attest to that.
Why do you think Corey's sitting here with us?
That's right. My career changes just to avoid Samoa Joe. But Rollins still fighting. There is no quit in the Architect.
Now the right hands by Seth Rollins, and Joe trying to cover up a bit here. What is Rollins going to look to do? Maybe Falcon Arrow perhaps, but Joe able to block, and there's a suplex of his own. Joe so powerful. Cover, near fall. One of the most intense men you'll ever see.
Intimidating. You talk about someone with an aura about him. Just the way Samoa Joe carries himself just conveys danger.
You know, there's a few guys, you know, you say, man, that's the one guy that I really didn't want to have to tangle with unless I had to, and that's Samoa Joe.
Oh, high elbow. Caught Joe right on the bridge of the nose. Rollins, blockbuster. punishing match for both these men so far.
Samoa Joe reeling a bit right now.
Seth lands on the apron.
Oh.
Just like seems Seth. I was going to say, oh, looking for the bad knee. Rollins realizing it. Vulnerable there for a moment. And now taking him out at the knee.
Goodness.
Samoa Joe wrapping up the knee of Rollins, and Seth could be hurt. Now, something fit for the Tower of London has been the torture that Samoa Joe has been putting Seth Rollins through here throughout the commercial break.
Moments ago, it's almost like
My time. All the time.
it's almost like the light bulb went off in Samoa Joe's head. He remembered the injured knee of Seth Rollins and has been exploiting it ever since.
Monday Night Raw is live tonight at the O2 in London, England. Sold out, 17,323 WWE fans on hand. It's been quite the night, including this match between these two bitter rivals, Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe.
Boy, tie knees from Joe.
Oh, what a chop!
What a combination.
And here's the cover by Joe. Hooks the leg, and Rollins just kicks out.
Do you hear it now, Seth? Can you hear it?
And Joe just loving to punish Seth. And again, as you mentioned, Corey, targeted the bad knee, and that turned this match around.
Seth Rollins' overabundance of guts can be his own worst enemy, as he's finding out right now. Not smart to challenge Samoa Joe.
Now taunting Rollins, realizing Seth is in bad shape here.
A sadistic look on the face of Joe, enjoying every minute of this beatdown.
That's exactly what it is for him. It's a beatdown.
Joe with bad intentions.
And Rollins, though, lands on his feet. Bad knee, and oh, here it is. Coquina clutch and broken up by Rollins. And now Joe set through the second rope, and Seth Rollins starting to feel it, looking to take it up. A moment here to take him out, and he does. Suicide dive.
Rollins once again with the devil in his eyes.
Down goes Joe.
The adrenaline pumping through the body of the Kingslayer.
And Seth Rollins realizes this is his opening. Down goes Joe, launching himself from the top rope, crawls to a cover, hooks the leg on Samoa Joe on a near fall, kick out at 2.
One thing that separates Seth Rollins from all the rest is his gas tank. The guy can go all night long.
You're absolutely right, Booker, but Samoa Joe no slouch in the cardio department either. Got endurance, deceptive endurance.
Rollins looking to continue the assault, but Joe, just like that echoing through the O2. Rollins, power slam.
What a power slam.
By Joe, almost had him. How quick was that?
Unbelievable how quickly Samoa Joe is able to pivot his hips and drive Rollins into the canvas.
Talking about an exceptional athlete. Check this out right here. Samoa Joe just lowered Seth in, almost got the 3 count right there. It was close.
Inverted. Yep, atomic drop. Classic Samoa Joe.
Caught him with a boot right to the face, and there's the senton to the chest of Rollins. Says it's over. Hooks the leg. Is it enough? Oh, and another near fall.
Joe might have been a little arrogant in that cover. Didn't have most of his body weight across the shoulders of Rollins. And you know Seth Rollins, if there is a way to escape, he will find it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right now, Samoa Joe said, if I just keep chopping on him, he's going to fall.
You might be right, Booker.
Seth able to counter momentarily. What's he going to do to the big man here? Blocked by Joe.
Joe right to the injured knee again.
And Seth, oh, Falcon Arrow. Here's the cover. Isn't it enough to put Joe away? And a kick out. How did he do that?
Unbelievable power display by Rollins. All those hours in the gym. Seth Rollins is arguably the strongest pound-for-pound competitor on the roster, up there with Cesaro. This is nuts. And if it weren't for Rollins' inability to get a deep hook on Samoa Joe's leg, this one might have been over.
That's 282 pounds. Seth Rollins just delivered the Falcon Arrow to. Oh, look at Seth. Those big bear-like paws of Samoa Joe.
Series of kicks by Rollins right into the coquina clutch, but Joe can't lock the bicep.
Seth caught him right on the ear.
Samoa Joe was unable to finish the hold. Rollins made him pay.
You're Seth Rollins, what do you do now? Gasping for air, physical battle.
Rollins has to try to let Joe tire himself out, which doesn't happen easily.
Oh, Seth doesn't want to be up there.
Bad position for Seth Rollins.
Seth hanging on, grabbing the turnbuckle just to stay alive. Roll through. Joe, shoulders down. 2 count. Kick right to the face. Joe may be out. Rollins to the cover for the victory. Hooks the leg. And Joe at 2.5.
I think right now exhaustion may be beginning to be a factor for Samoa Joe. Just a half a step slower than usual, and Rollins is exploiting it.
Going down just a bit.
Oh, that turnbuckle was exposed inadvertently earlier on by Seth Rollins, but he just went chest first into the steel.
Rollins may have just cracked his sternum.
Remember that turnbuckle pad came off when Seth was just hanging on for dear life.
Inadvertent, and the referee looking to repair it, but Joe just threw the turnbuckle padding. I'm sure the sadistic Samoan has some bad plans in mind for the architect.
And you can hear the official. Well, the official warned him. The official told him he was going to disqualify him, and he did.
Here is your winner by disqualification, Seth Rollins.
Now, Samoa Joe wanted to punish Seth Rollins, and he did. The official warned Joe, I disqualify you, and Samoa Joe did, and
I don't think Joe cares.
no, not at all, and I think he wants to continue to punish Seth again off the exposed turnbuckle, and now the coquina clutch. The match is over. Somebody's got to separate these guys. Samoa Joe's going to take out Seth here.
It's not about wins and losses tonight. This is personal.
Right now. Let go of the hold right now, Joe. Let go of the hold. Come on, Joe. Let go of the hold right now. Get off the hold. Get off the hold right now, Joe. Let go of the hold right now. Get out of here. Get out of here, Joe. It's over when I say